वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Om Namo Narayanaya for all the Swami Mahatmas and Swaminis. Narayan Smaranam for all the devotees. Yesterday, the 37th sloka of second chapter has been explained. Hato va prapse swargam jitva bhokshase mahim tasmad uddishta kaunteya yuddhaya kutanishya. You determine for the war. If you die, you will go to heaven, or if you win over the battle, you will be enjoying this at Bhokshase Mahim. Like this, it has been explained. For the next verse, Avatarika is given. Tatra yuddham swadharma ittevam yuddhamanasya upadesham imam srunu. In this context, the war, he says swadharma ittevam yuddhamanasya upadesham. Those who want to fight, for them, these are the instructions. But whereas those who wanted to go in the path of spirituality, for them the instruction will be different. That we will be seeing very early. So, first you can chant Sukha Dukkhe Same Kritva Labha Labho Jaya Jayo Tato Yuddhaya Yujyasva Naivam Papam Avapsasi. This sloka has been uttered previously also by me. As I told you, Gita is mainly teaching two yogas, Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga. Karma means just doing the rituals with hankering for fruits, whereas Karma Yoga means it is Nishkama Karma Yoga. Without hankering for the desires, one has to do the actions enjoined to him. So, in that, as I told you previously, some 5 rules are there. In that, this sloka also comes. So, first one is Ishvara Arpana Buddhi for Nishkama Karma Yoga. If you do the karma without hankering for the fruits, what will be the result? The result will be, you will be getting the eligibility to follow completely Jnana Yoga. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam tatparasam yetendriyaha. You will be having these qualities. And then Sravana Marana Nidhyasana, all these things you will get. Afterwards, Sri Krishna is going to tell, Dadami buddhiyogam tam yena mamupayantiti. If you do Nishkama Karma Yoga properly, or Upasana completely, getting one with your chosen deity, then Sri Krishna tells, Dadami Buddhi Yogam. I will arrange all the things that are necessary, all the atmosphere that is necessary for your Jnana Yoga. That's why everybody has to do karma. Nahi kasya kshanamapi jatu tishtat akarma krit. So, because we have been traveling through so many births and deaths since the creation has been started. So, to stop that birth and death cycling, recycling, we have to get jnana or realization, or to say the highest enjoyment, happiness in this very life and in this very body. Everybody wants happiness, no doubt about it. Even these ants and other things, if you want to catch them, they will just run away. All the creatures in the world, they want highest happiness. So to get that highest happiness, this karma we have to transport as karma yoga. Yujir yoge, that which makes you join with the highest, or that which helps you for the highest realization, that is yoga. That's why, because anyhow we have to do the actions. So, if those actions, if we transform them as karma yoga, then it will be easy for us to get the highest happiness. So the first rule is, as I told you, Ishvara Arpana Buddhi. But anyhow, we are doing actions, but seeing the highest consciousness or our own chosen deity everywhere, we have to do the actions. Anyhow, we are doing actions. So, then that work will become worship. Seeing the God, you are doing your day-to-day actions, no doubt. But seeing the Almighty, the highest consciousness everywhere, you are doing the actions. Just like Sri Ramakrishna, he was seeing Goddess Kali everywhere. How he got so much of power? See, you may say that I don't know God, or I have not experienced that highest consciousness. But you know his name, no doubt Rama, Krishna, or Sachidananda, whatever it may be, you know. So, that Avrita Rasakrut Upadesha that you will be going on repeating, by the repetition of that God's name, he will get the highest. Why? It is only a sound, Shabda, but it is having so much of energy. Just like a banyan trees, this bija is so small, But from that such a big tree comes. In the same way, the name of the God carries the universal energy in it. That's why, say, Valmiki, God the highest, Mirabai, just taking the name of the Lord, God the highest. She has just merged with this body in the Lord's side. Sri Ramakrishna was seeing Ma Kali everywhere. To him, the Totapuri who was staying in Haridwar came and he has taught him Jnana Yoga. See, Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam. Yena Mampya. Sri Ramakrishna did not go to Haridwar to know the knowledge, Jnana Yoga. But Totapuri, all the way, he came and he was never staying 3 days more than 3 days in a place. Whereas he stayed with Sri Ramakrishna for 11 months and taught him Jnana Yoga. So, a little example, if you scold somebody, he gets angry and he may beat you, he may scold you more, whatever with you. Why? You have not touched him. You have just scolded him. He gets angry and his blood starts boiling and he may do anything. Why? That power was there in that bad sound, Shabda. And the name of the God has been used by sages, by gods, by rishis, by Mahatmas. So it is sanctified so much. And as I told you, it carries the energy of the all universes. That's why taking the name of the Lord, thinking of Him, if you do your actions, they will not bind you. The actions will not bind you. That's why in Karma Yoga, the first teaching is do all the actions with Ishvara Arpana Buddhi, seeing God everywhere, seeing the consciousness everywhere, seeing your own chosen deity everywhere. That is first rule. Second rule is the ego. One should not get ego. Ego should be completely removed. See, as I told you, this body, mind and senses are made of elements. So, it is only a matter. Out of 5 elements, these things are formed. These things have been formed. And consciousness is everywhere. And it is within you also. So, where from this ego has come? Dead matter does not know what it is possessing. And the consciousness is asanga, unattached. Then where from this ego has come? Just you have to think over it. Because you are superimposing your mind on that consciousness, Chaitanyam yadadhishtanam lingadehasya punaha chichaya lingadehasta satsango jiva uchyate. So the consciousness is everywhere. Because of your actions, that mind has been settled, body has been formed. In that, the consciousness reflects. And you identify with that I. You say I. That is ego. That's why in 18th chapter, Sri Krishna is going to tell, Yasya naham kruto bhavo, buddhir yasya na lipyate, hatva saima lokan, nahanti nanibhajyate. So the doership, kartutva, I am doing. This idea should not be there. Like that bhoktutva, yasya naham kruto bhavo, buddhir yasya nalipyate. So your mind should not get attached to those actions that which you are doing. The moment you get attached to the actions and say, I am doing, then you are committing sin. Accordingly. That's why in the Karma Yoga, the second principle is remove your ego completely, egolessness. Because of ego, Duryodhana died, but all his relatives, 18 Akshauhinis, how dead. Ravana never heard anybody, I am the everything, I will do it, I can do it. What he did, he died. And all his people have died. So, in the same way, the moment you get the ego, this sin will be sitting on your head. That's why better you always tell, Ishvara sarvabhutanam uddesya jantistati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantrarudhani maya. Lord is sitting within me and He is giving my fruits of the actions. Think like that. I am not doing. But you have to do all your duties. Then you have to transport your mind that I am doing all these things not for myself but for the Almighty. In this way, you should try to get rid of ego. But because of our previous actions, we will be getting sorrow and happiness, sukha dukkha. That we cannot avoid. At that time, when we get happiness, we should not feel more joy, or when we get sorrow, we should not feel dejected. Why? You see, these two things are there in store. That means both punya and papa. Punya will give you happiness, and papa will give you sorrow or dukkha. So, if out of this talk, if you are able to finish the sin, that will be better, or the good if you finish, that will be better. So, if something comes as sorrow or difficulty, accept it, invite it. That means, you see, He is the messenger from God for you. That's what our Swami says. So accept it and bear it. Don't murmur. That is why, that is the third rule for doing Karma Yoga. Then that is the third, this is the third one. Fourth one we can say, Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadacha. Never hanker for fruits. See, God is within you as Ishvara, Samishti, Karana Sharir Abhimani Devata, Mayopadhika. He knows what you ought to get. This has been decided before your birth. So, you may try any amount of with energy and other things, but you will not get more. Why? Everything has been decided. So, what has to come, that will come. Yad asmakam na tat paresham, yad paresham tad na asmakam. So, just thinking that what I did, that only I will get. I need not worry about the fruits. The moment you start thinking of the fruits, your mind is deviated and you will not be able to do that Ishwararpana Buddhi. Time is wasted, energy is wasted, life is wasted. So Sri Krishna says, if you want to do Karma Yoga, don't hanker for fruits. And the last one, as I told you, Tasmat Shastram Pramanante Karya Karya Vyavastito Karya Vidhanoktam Jnatva Karma Kartum Iharasi. So you should know Shastras and accordingly you should do. Here Sri Krishna says, Swadharma Nitam Kuru Karmatvam. Like that he says, even if you don't do anything, don't worry. Just take the name of the Lord continuously. That will do. That in that everything has come. Dharyate iti dharma. So, what is that dharana kriya has been done, that which is possessing all these things, which is bearing all these things, that is the Lord. So you know His name, be going on chanting. Dharyate iti dharma. I am following the dharma. That is my swadharma. Swa atma, atma dharma. Remembering my own self. I am not doing for anybody else. So in this way, one small example, many people they purchase these good vehicles, cars, with their own earned money, hard earned money. They invest and purchase a car. And in big cities, he is possessing his car, he is driving, but he cannot drive as he likes. Why? They set traffic rules. In the same way, because of karmas you got your body, you cannot do whatever you like with this body. That's why Sri Krishna says, Tasma Shastram Pramanante Karya Karyos. Jnatva, you should know, no other go. As you are knowing there the traffic rules, so you should know how to lead your life. That's why Shankaracharya in other places, Satsangatve, Nisangatvam, etc. In this way, this particular sloka comes under the Karma Yoga that we can chant now. Sukha dukkhe same kritva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujyasva naivam papam vapsasi. So happiness and sorrow are happiness and difficulties. Labha, labho, loss and gain. Winnowing and loss. Seeing these with equanimity. Tato yuddhaya yujyasva. Do your duties. Naivam papam apsasi. You will not get any sin. Now, you see the life of Rama, Sri Ram, Ramachandra Bhagwan. Night, an authoritative person like Vasishtha announced, tomorrow we are going to make you the king of this. And what happened? Next day he was sent to the forest. Tathanam amlau vanavasa dukkhataha. Not even a ray of sorrow in the face of Rama. Equanimity. because anyhow you have to enjoy. That's why he says, Same Kritva. And another small example I will give you. There was a Pandit with good knowledge, and a tenant also was there. So, one day, his horse went for the jungle, forest, and it has not returned. Panditji's horse has gone to the forest and it has not returned. Then the tenant came and told, "Oh, I am very sorry, you lost your horse." "Is it so?" "That's all right." He told that much. After 2 days, 3-4 horses has come with that, along with that horse. So the Panditji's house. Then the tenant has come. "Oh, you are very lucky, you got so many horses." "Is it so?" "All right." Then the next day, the tenant's girl and Panditji's boy, they both went on horses for a ride in the forest. And because of their speed or whatever it may be, the boy has fallen down and he broke his leg. Both they have returned, but he has broke his leg. So again, evening tenant has come. "Oh, I am very sorry, your boy has broken his leg." "Is it so?" "It's all right." Over. After few days, emergency came. That means emergency means in olden days that all the young boys, because of the emergency, they were recruiting in the army. So this boy has not broke his leg, so he was not taken, but the tenant's boy was taken away. Then he comes and says, "Oh, your boy is very lucky, he is with you, but my boy has gone to army. What happens? I don't know." "Is it so?" "It's all right." So, scorpion also has come today. Only dogs were coming. Good. That's why, in this way, you do your duties. Know what to do in this very life. That's why here he says, "Yujyasva naivam papam apsasi sukha dukkhe iti sukha dukkhe same tulye krutva." See, with equanimity, all these things, raga dvesha akrutva. Don't get attached to the happiness or don't blame the sorrow and difficulty. Labha labho jaya jayucha samo krutva. The loss and gain and winning and losing the game, etc. Krutva yuddha ijjasva. You try to do your duties. Even doing like this, naivam papam apsasi. So, engage in your duties without attachment with the with the loss or gain, etc., then you will not get any sin. That he says. Next he says, "Soka moha panayanaya laukiko nyaya swadharmam avichaveksha ityadye." So to remove the delusion and the other things, soka and moha. Soka is sorrow or difficulties, and moha is delusion. Sloka is laukika nyaya. The worldly logic has been used. Swadharmam apichaveksha. Even seeing your own dharma, your own duties, you should not lament or you should not feel sorry. Sloka rukta natu tatparyena. Paramartha darshanam tu iha prakutam. See, Paramartha darshanam tu iha prakutam tacha uktam upasamhriyate. So, Here for Arjuna, outwardly though we are seeing that he is inspiring him or just he is remembering or reminding Arjuna to do his duty, but here Shankara says, Paramartha darshantu ya prakutam. Then only the absolute is one. To see that, here we are teaching, he says, Paramartha darshantu iha prakutam. What is the contrast here? Seeing the highest absolute. Absolute is one. So, to see that, it is everywhere. Your own consciousness is everywhere, and that is within you. That oneness you should experience. For that, when you do Karma Yoga, you will be getting the eligibility to follow Jnana Yoga. Then Sri Krishna says, he himself will arrange for your Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasana, etc. You can very easily follow those things. That's why here, seeing the highest is the present topic. That's what Shankaracharya says. So highest is within us, and that we have to realize. For that, according to Vedanta, Mala Vikshepa Avarana, they say, we are having so many impressions in our mind from so many births, last births, that we have to remove. And we have to remove by constantly meditating on that, the oscillations of the mind we have to remove. Then, Avarana, the cover, how can I be God? How can I be the all-over, all-pervading consciousness? These things all will be removed by hearing the Shastras. That eligibility he will get. That's why here he says, Prakrutincha Vuktam Upasamrite Yesha Te Bhita Shastra Vishe Vibhaga Pradarsanaya. To divide the Shastra, we have told this, Iha hi darshite punha Shastra Vishe Vibhaga Uparishtat. Whatever is shown here, this will show afterwards also. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam, Karma Yogena Yoginam. So through Karma Yoga, they will be reaching the same goal through Jnana Yoga also. Iti nishtadva visham shastram sukham parvartishyate. If you are having devotedness for jnana and karma, or any one of these, you will get the highest happiness. Shrotarasya vishayabhagena sukham grihishyanti ityaha. Those who are hearing this Gita, they will easily understand that these things, that's what that has been told here. Then again chant with me. Yesha te bihita sankhe buddhir yoge tvimam shrunu buddhya yukto yaya partha karma bandham prahasyasi. Yesha, this abhita has been told to you. Sankhya, this knowledge has been told to you, imparted to you. Imam, too, but Imam, Srunu Buddhi Yoga. Now, you try to hear the Karma Yoga, Buddhi Yoga. Buddhya yukto ya partha karma bandham prahasyasi. If you are united with that buddhi, which I am going to tell you, these are all the bondages of karma, he will cut asunder. Prahasyasi. Tubhyam abhita ukta sankhye paramartha vastu viveka vishye. So, here he says, what is the highest thing and how to discriminate that. That also he has told here. Buddhir jnanam. Buddhi means here, he says jnanam, the knowledge. Sakshat soka mohadi samsara hetu dosha nivritti karanam. This knowledge directly it removes all the sorrow and delusion of this world. To remove the delusion and sorrow of this particular world, this jnana has been imparted to you. Now, always we are hearing, say from even the childhood, only God alone is there. And if you are having some Shastra's knowledge, then you say only Atman is there. Everybody is telling. And in Shastras, it is told asanga. It is not attached. But how to understand? That's why in one place we come across Itihasa Purana Abhyam Shastram Upabrahmayat. So, whenever you find some difficulty in explaining the Shastras, then take the support of Itihasa, Ramayana, Mahabharata or Puranas. So, now Shastra says, Asango hi ayam purushaha. The consciousness which is within you is not attached to anything. And again he says, Brahma Veda Brahmayo Bhavati. If you come to the Gita, it says, Nainam Chinnanti Sastrani, Nainam Dahatpavakana Chenam Kledintyapo, Asesho Madahya Makledyo Soshevacha. It is not born, it is not get wet, and all these things he says. But even then, we are not able to completely understand that what nature of this Atman is. Then we have to take the help of Puranas, etc. So, in all the places we get the story of Prahlada. And Shastra says, Brahma Veda Brahmayo Bhavati. He becomes like Brahman. That's why when Prahlada was put in fire, he was not burnt. When he was thrown away from the mountains, he has not died. And when he was thrown away in the water, nothing happened. All these things. Why? Because he has become one with that highest supreme. So this way, we can understand something little. Asango hi ayam purushaha. You are not get attached with the good or bad, sin or punya or papa, sukha or dukha. The body is having the old age and death. And the prana, the vital force, it is having this asana pipasa. And mind is having this sukha and dukkha, happiness and sorrow. But Atman is not attached. We decide something in our mind, and in Vijnana, Buddhi, we decide to do it with the Pranamaya Kosha and Annamaya Kosha. We do that action, and the result we enjoy in Anandamaya Kosha. That's all. But Brahman is not attached. Brahma Pucham Pratishtha. Even for that, Anandamaya Kosha, the base, this Adhara is Brahman. That's why, what you think that you will be? Yad bhavam tad bhavati. That's why always think of that consciousness which is within you. You are doing good for yourself, not for others. Remembering this, you should always. That's why buddhir jnanam saksha soka mohad samsar hetu dosha nivritti karanam. This knowledge, see, when you see a snake on the rope, you go near and see that it is only a rope, it is not snake. So your fear has gone. In the same way, when you get determination that I am the consciousness, I am not attached to this body, mind and senses. If you are having that highest determination, then you are free. But that will come in a only pure mind. For that only we have discussed dispassion, discrimination and control of senses, etc. All these things are necessary, and continuous thinking will remove all your impressions of the mind, and mind gets purified. The pure mind is not different from the consciousness. That's why that state we have to get. Yoge tu tat prapti upaye nissangataya. See, just we have discussed asanga. So nirgata sangha yasmat asangohi. Asangataya dvanda prahana purvakam Ishvararadhanarthe. So remove these dualities, these sukha dukha, etc. and Ishvararadhanarthe. All the duties. I told Ishvararpana Buddhi. Here Shankaracharya says Ishvararadhanarthe. Just for the worship of Lord who is all pervading. Karma yoge karmanusthane samadhi yoge cha. Dekho. Again, he uses such a word, samadhi yoga. Samyag adhiyate manah yasminit samadhi. So you devote completely your mind in that Ishvararpana Buddhi, Ishvararadhanartha. Imam anantrame uchimanam buddhim srunu. So now this Buddhi Yoga, this Karma Yoga, you hear buddhim stoti prarochanartham. Most of the people nowadays they are extrovert. Introvert people are very less. Manushyanam sahasreshu kasid yata siddhaye. That's why at least do your duties, and those duties you do with Ishvararpana Buddhi. Ishvararadhanarthaha. You do your duties. By that, you will be removing all your sins which are accumulated in your subconscious mind as impressions from so many births. Those things you cannot remove automatically just by, by cleaning a vessel or something. So, you have to work hard, sadhana. All the Shastra says, do something, do something, do something for yourself. So, in this way, yoga vishya yukto hi patha karma bandham karma eva dharma dharmakyam bandham. This, good and bad, punya and papa, these are the bondages. That's why, if you do with that Ishvararpana Buddhi, Ishvarararthanarthaha, then you will be able to remove all this good and bad. Again he says, chant with me, नेहाभिक्रमणाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात्. Even if you do little of this karma yoga, it will not get wasted, and opposite results also are not there. Swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. Even if you do little, daily practice a little. See, by taking the name of the Lord, you can meditate for a little time, 1 hour, 1.5 hours or so. The rest of the day you have to do something. So, all your duties you convert into the karma yoga. Then, if you start doing, it will be very easy. Abhyasena tu kavante vairagyena grihyate. You should have dispassion as well as abhyasa, repetition, always doing. Then for swalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. So, for this also I will give you a small story. Vyadha, he says, hunter. A hunter was there. So he went to the forest, and hunters always, they kill some animal and take to the house and cook it and eat. So this Vyadha could not get any animal for killing, for food, since 2-3 days. So one day night, he has climbed a tree and waiting for an animal. That tree was Bilva, that which is very auspicious and which is liked more by Lord Shiva. If you give Bilva Dala, he feels very happy. So somehow he got up that tree, and there was a Bandlinga below the tree. That hunter does not know what is that. So, after 2-3 hours, one antelope deer has come. So he has taken his arrow and put on the bow and wanted to kill them. Because this is a story, it comes in Shiva Purana. This is Shivaratri Mahatmya, it comes. Then the deer asks the antelope, what you are doing? That fellow says, I want to kill you. See, 2-3 days, I am not having any food. Then the antelope says, you see, this body using for hours, paropakara idham sariram, is very good. I will certainly do, but a small request is there. My children are there in the house. I will feed them and come back. I am not telling any untruth. Because on the truth only this whole universe is based like that. See, by argument, anyhow, that hunter allows. And again after 2-3 hours, another deer comes. It also says the same way, and that also goes away. A third antelope has come. It also says, you see, I have to give away my duties to my wife and children, and I will come back. Because of their argument, this hunter was pleased and allowed them to go back. So in the 4th time, they are all one family. One male and 2 females and some children. So they discussed, I will go, like this, and at last, see, they could not decide, and all of them came in the 4th time. Almost it was getting into the morning, and at that time, seeing their truthfulness, This Vyadha was astonished. In the meanwhile, what happened, when every time he wanted to kill an antelope, so some bilva leaves and from some water was falling on the Lord Shiva below, Banalinga. So this is Swalpam Apyasa Dharmasya. By this, Lord Shiva felt so happy that this fellow has not taken any food. He did upvasa, fasting, and he did 4 times my puja, so he appeared before him. And all these antelopes were by some Srinath, this thing they have become all these antelopes, they are all gods, they went away, and Lord Shiva blesses that hunter. You will be a king for such and such a place, and afterwards, in your next birth, in Lord Rama will give you darshan. See? In that way, Swalpam Apyasa Dharmasya. Start, do something. Yet these Bengali people say, Sadhu Sangha, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Papa Koi. Even you do little satsanga. For this also another small story I will tell you. Some little time is there. So one man was there, he was never hearing any satsanga. Whenever he hears from some far away place, satsanga is going, he just closes his eyes and starts walking away. So, but one day he heard just one sentence, gods cannot stand on the floor. That means their legs never touch the floor. This much he heard. Immediately he has closed and went away. And afterwards, you see, after some time, the village in which he was staying, all the people started running to a particular house. He asked, where are you going? Then they told, you see, some God has come on particular person, so he has asked some offering. We are taking the offerings to him. Wait, let me see. He went and saw that man was standing on the floor. So he gave big blow, tap. How you will be a God? Your legs are standing on the floor. So that man ran away. That's why Swalpam Apyasa Dharmasya. Even little satsanga will help you a lot. In this way, Sri Krishna says, Swalpam Apyasa Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat. What is this Mahato Bhayat? This samsara chakra. This cycle of birth and death. Abhinya iha moksha marge karma yoge. See, again he says, not karma, karma yoge. Abhikramanashaha prarambhataha tasya nasho nasti. Even if you do little, it will never perish. Krishyadehe. If you do plowing and fields, this thing for crops and etc., they may come, they may not come. But here it is not like. Yoga Vishye prarambhasya na anaikanti phalam. There is no opposite result in this karma yoga. Kincha napi chikissavat pratyavayo vidyate. So, this, just like if you take some medicine, some reaction will be there. Opposite reaction, some harm will be there. Like that, this is not here in karma yoga. Bhavati swalpam apyasya yoga dharmasya anushtite. Even if you follow little of this karma yoga, rakshati, it will protect you. Mahataha samsara bhayat. This samsara itself is a great fear, he says. Janma maranadi lakshanat. So, you do little by little. Don't do all of them, because you see, if a vehicle is going in 100 kilometer speed, if suddenly if you put a brake, it will topple down. In the same way, Because today you heard, you start so all the your energy putting and doing, all of a sudden everything stopping. Don't do like that. Little by little you do. He says, that's why then you can easily get rid of, you will get the abhyasa, you will be engaged in that, you will be accustomed for that, and you can do it easily. Ya iyam sankhye buddhi rukta yoge cha vakshamana lakshana sa vyavasaya, chant with me, vyavasayatmika buddhir ekeha kurunandana बहुशाकाह्यनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्. See, the vyavasayatmika buddhi, the energetic, or one who wanted to do, that conviction will be there, one-pointed conviction. Eka iha kurunandana buddhi, one-pointed conviction. If he wanted to do the things energetically, then Bausha akahi anantasya. Those who are lazy, their mind is deviated and they are inactive. They cannot do this karma yoga. That's why vyavasayatmika dhrida nischaya svabhava. So first you should have this dhrida nischaya, confirmation. Yes, in this very life, that everything is within me. I will be able to do, I will do. And start. That's why Swami Vivekananda puts, now or never, do or die. Bas, just 4 words. Now or never. If you don't start now, you can never start in the future. By doing, you will be getting good results only. Swalpamapyasa dharmasya trayate mahata bhayat. That's why vyavasayatmika dhrida nischaya svabhava eka eva. So if you should have that complete confirmation or nischayatmika buddhi, itara viparita buddhi shaka bhedasya badhika. This oscillation or the mind going into many channels, it will not be there. Badhika samyak pramana janitatvat. It says, because this type of mind has come with the proof, valid proof it has come, janitatvat yasrayo marge kurunandana. Because you see, you have heard Shastras, you are having the satsanga, and you heard and you are practicing. Because of this proof, this buddhi has come, is one-pointedness, one-pointed conviction, means ya punaritra buddhiyo yasam shaka behid prachar vasadananto. The others, they are having many-sided or innumerable convictions because they are inactive. Samsaro nitya pratato vistirno bhavati. These 2 types of minds, they are going on expanding. Pramana janita viveka buddhi nimitta vasacha uparatasu ananta veda buddhishu. Because it has come through the proof of hearing the Vedas, Shastras and other things, and you are having discrimination. Because of that, all these different convictions have been eradicated, and one-pointed conviction you have come. Uparatasu ananta veda buddhishu samsaropi paramate. So if you are having one-pointed mind, drishyate tvagriya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. So if you try, if you this one-pointed conviction will be there, and you will be having highest concentration. With that you can remove this bad of samsara. Ta buddhayo bahushaka bhavashaka yasam ta bahushaka bahubedha ityetat. Others having are so much innumerable, inactive minds. That's why avyavasayanam pramana jayante viveka buddhiretanam. Because they are not heard the Shastras, or they have not followed their masters, gurus' words. That's why their mind is deviated and they will not be able to reach the highest. Whereas if you are able to concentrate your mind, hearing the Shastras and following that, all this even samsara will be not in you, and this birth and cycle will be removed for you, and you will get the highest realization and highest happiness in this very life. So with this we conclude. Thank you very much.